Let's talk a little bit about denial. So, denial is a strange thing because until you see it, it's completely invisible. We have no idea what our mind has decided to wall off from our awareness. And early in the awakening journey, or possibly even before your initial awakening, you'll likely start to see through some of your denial. Prior to my initial awakening, I began to see through the denial about my most important relationships. I had told myself my entire life that they were healthy and happy and joyful, and facing the truth that I was unhappy in these relationships, that they were toxic, was, for me, the most difficult part of the awakening journey. In part, it was difficult because I didn't yet realize I was awakening, and I didn't know why this was happening to me. But I began to see that my entire life, I allowed people to treat me in ways that were really not good. On the positive side, seeing that, accepting that that was the truth of my reality, allowed me to finally give myself the self-compassion that I needed and allow myself to end these relationships, to stop putting myself in situations that were toxic for me. And this provides a really good example of how awakening works. By seeing the reality of a situation, by overcoming denial about the things that we didn't want to face, we have to experience the negative emotions that go along with the reality of the way things really are for us at that time. And this can be really difficult, but on the bright side, after making these changes to my life, I experienced more happiness, more contentment, more self-love than I ever had previously. So it's necessary to go through the dark in order to see the light. It's important to look at the reality of the way things are, to be present and acknowledge and accept our truth, even if that's only our truth at that moment, so that we can begin to move closer to what our complete truth is. And I'm happy to say that after moving through the denial and the most difficult phase of the awakening journey for me so far, I can now face negative emotions and negative experiences with much more compassion, both for myself and for others. Because I see that not only was I in denial, and letting go of that denial freed me, I see that others are still in denial, and that maintaining that denial keeps them trapped and unhappy. So as always, this awakening journey, this process of awakening, is about being with everything. It's about seeing everything and experiencing everything fully, whether that be the difficult things, the things that we denied for our entire lives, whether it be seeing how others harm themselves, or whether it be seeing the peace and happiness that arises when we finally do what needs to be done, even though it's difficult. I hope that these examples and tips provide you some solace as you move through some of the more difficult phases of the awakening journey.